Hey, what's going on, guys? In the world of V Rising, you have one primary goal: become the strongest vampire in the realm. But in order to do that, you have a lot of challenges to overcome, such as beating all the bosses, gaining a ton of loot, and so much more. But the game does not do a great job of showing you how to do that. So that's why I'm here to show you exactly how to become the strongest vampire that you can be. For the main menu, if you click play, you'll see we have 3 game modes: private game, host dedicated server, and online play. For online play, we have full loot PvP, duo PvP, regular PvP, and we also have PvE. PvE is your standard, you kill enemies, you don't have to worry about anybody attacking you that's not an NPC. But PvP, on the other hand, other players can attack you and you can also attack them. You can also raid their castles and get some nice loot. Just make sure not to touch the silver. So our first tip is actually, in wolf form, these little wolves right here, they don't attack you, and so much more enemies. They will just ignore you if you're in wolf form, which can definitely help if you're in a pickle. And for our next tip, instead of actually having to kill these wolves and get them low, you can actually just hover your mouse over them and say exactly what blood type they are and what percentage they are. Pretty useful if you're ever just running around the map and don't feel like getting somebody low. Something you're definitely going to want to know is if you hover your mouse over your blood pool, you can actually see how much blood you have, what quality you have, and what type you have. So for example, I have 2% quality, which means I'm only getting the lifesteal from it, which isn't that good. But let's say you have 60%, you can get the level 4, which gives you all the stats before and more. And for example, all of them are different. Like creature gives you movement speed, rogue gives you crit, brute gives you physical strength. It all just depends on what you have. Another thing you gotta make sure you do is get you a horse, because I promise you, once you get a horse, everything becomes so much easier. You're so much faster. It's faster than bear form, rat form, wolf form. It's faster than anything in the game. It's so nice to have, and I promise you won't regret it. Make sure that during the day you're traveling through the woods, because this world is specifically designed to have millions of trees and rocks and other things to protect you from that sunlight so you don't drop all that loot that you've been grinding so hard for. Make sure you use the right tool for the job. For example, you want to cut down a tree? Use the axe. Want to break a rock? Use a mace. Want to cut some grass? Use a sword. Ever seen one of these shiny guys laying around? Make sure you break it, because you can use these gems for so many things, such as weapons, armor, torches, lamps, you name it. Like, look at all that loot that just dropped on the ground that you can use. Instead of having to go to the blood altar to see all the bosses that you can fight, instead, just click go. You can also use the minimap to see exactly what these little places will give you. For example, this bandit copper mine specifically has copper, copper ingot, and the Hell's Clarion, which is perfect for figuring out exactly where you should go for anything that you may need. Got old loot that you don't want anymore? No problem. Go to the Devourer and just toss it in, and it'll just salvage it right there for you, and you can get all the loot from it. Whenever picking your servant, make sure to pick the best one for the job that you want them to do. Run out of bones? No problem. Build a tomb, put some flowers in there, and wait about a minute. Don't like how your character looks? No problem. Open a mirror. Want to troll your friends? Drag them outside. Ever traveling and want to go back to your coffin? Click escape and click the unstuck button. You're going to go exactly to your coffin, but mind you, you will lose all of your items in your inventory, except your hotbar. Want to play with friends? Click P and make a clan. Also, before you log off, always make sure to go to sleep in your coffin. You don't want to die while you're logged off. Imagine coming back to the game and seeing all of your loot gone. Finally, thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't mind just leaving a like and subscribing, there will be more content just like this coming out very soon.